Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Is everybody having a good weekend? Are you all enjoying yourselves? I know the Yankees have been playing some bad baseball. I know you all heard about the Aaron Judge news. We'll talk about all of that, but shout out to everyone in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So we got game 2 of today's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and New York Yankees. New York Yankees got freaking smashed last night. And it was an embarrassing loss, an embarrassing game. Not really a lot to talk about other than bad decisions by the defense, bad plays by the defense. The bullpen sucked. Just all around, the Yankees just collapsed. They just collapsed. You know, it's like they tried making a comeback. They tried, they tried tying up the game. They've taken the lead, but ultimately they just went down the hill. They just went downhill. Not what we wanted to see last night, but the big thing right now is Aaron Judge. And what's going on with Aaron Judge? I know we are all waiting for the results of Aaron Judge. So, I'm sure you all read the reports. He has an issue with his elbow, and it went back to that game against the Blue Jays where he started wincing. You know, I got a little worried there. I did get a little worried, and you were wondering if it was just, it was a minor thing, but now he had imaging on his elbow. They're awaiting the results. We'll find out what the results are. Trying to be optimistic, but anything that's related to an elbow, I'm usually not optimistic when it comes to the elbow. And I don't know. If Judge gets hurt, is the season over? Right? If Judge gets hurt, what happens now? This team has already experienced plenty of injuries. They're already dealing with a lot of issues. They have holes on this team, and losing Aaron Judge is the last thing this team needs. It's just pretty disappointing. It's not the news we wanted to hear, but man, if it couldn't get any worse, it could get worse. And we're seeing it. Hopefully it's not a thing of like Judge having to miss the rest of the season, God forbid, and all of next year, where he might require Tommy John. I don't know, man. This is bad news. But real quick, before we go any further, let me say what's up to the chat here. We got Bryce in the building. He's first. Katie's in the building. How are you? Evan, what is going on? Welcome, what is going on? Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? What is going on? Who else we got in the building? Jonathan is in the building. What is up? Railbird, what is going on? What's up, Railbird? Good to see you. What's up, Chua? How are you? Old Sarge, salute. I did my jumping jacks, I promise. Petruzzi's in the building. Who else we got? What's up, Desiree? Good to see you, my man Rodney. What is going on, bro? What's up? What's up? Hopefully everything is well. Please text me, dude. I'm a text message away or a phone call away. better than even odds Tommy John surgery. Yeah, probably. It wasn't they have given us the MRI results already. I mean, shoot, anytime you hear elbow, it ain't great. What's up, Ethan? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. But shout out to the folks in the chat. Again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So, again, we're waiting for the news when it comes to Aaron Judge. Hopefully it's nothing. Again, I'm hoping for the best, but again, when it comes to an elbow injury, it's not great news. Whenever I hear, player has an issue with an elbow, my mind automatically goes, oh crap. We're probably not going to see this guy for the rest of the season. He's probably going to be out for the rest of the season. That's where my mind goes. And I mean, naturally, I'm sure it's like that for all of you as well. And TJ for positional players is fast in pictures. Yeah, for sure. Nosebleed, but still, man, anytime you hear elbow injuries, it just sucks. I don't want to, there's no sugarcoating that. What's up, Dev? What's up, Bryce? Yeah, TJ for position player, usually 8 months. I get it, but it just still sucks, man. And it still sucks. Need his defense. I mean, the defense in the outfield has been spectacular, right? As far as defense goes, that's been the bright spot for the Yankees is the defense in the outfield. Yeah, they had a couple of misplays here and there, but it's not as bad as it was. As bad as it is in the infield. Wow, I can't speak. But having Judge not out there in right field, it's going to hurt, man. But you could have Cody Bellinger play there, right? Cody Bellinger could play. What's up, Egyptian? They could have Cody Bellinger play right field, and then obviously Grisham could play center. Dominguez plays left. I mean, if Judge is out for the season, do they call up Spencer Jones at this point? He's been smashing the ball down there in AAA ever since he's been promoted. But, I know that's going to be the big news now that we're waiting on for when it comes to Aaron Judge. And Bryce is saying Yankees have distanced themselves from a potential. Yeah, I mean, Eugenio Suarez is out of the question. Brandon Donovan, Willie Castro, Yohan Moncada. That's from Francis Romero. Thanks for sharing that, Bryce. Yeah, Donovan would be cool. Castro would be cool. Moncada, but Donovan and Castro would be cool. But Donovan is going to cost. I don't know what it will cost. I don't know. And with that being said, I got a guest in the back. You all know him. You all love him. He's looks like he gave me the thumbs up, ready to go. I can't wait to hear his thoughts. I am looking forward to it. And my man Ace is in the building. Let me bring you up to the stage, bro. Shout out to my man Ace from the Ace Avenue. I know almost all of you are subscribed. If you're not, please do. Please do subscribe to his channel. He does Yankee stuff, as you all know, and he's a big movie buff. So if you're looking for movie reviews, he's your man. But everybody welcome Ace, my man Ace. What is going on, bro? How are you?
What's up, brother?
Just another Yankee day.
I'm as good as I could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up today feeling good.
Yeah.
Then, like clockwork, the baseball gods are like, nope, we got to go ahead and put the Yankees down a couple of pegs today. So, unfortunately, we hear the news. All we could do is really hope for the best. But like you were saying, I was listening while I was trying to fix my headphones to come on the live stream. Anytime you hear elbow, you get concerned. Look at earlier in the year with Giancarlo Stanton. We were hearing elbows, even though it didn't go in as Tommy John surgery, he still missed a significant amount of time. Obviously the worst case scenario is TJ. If it's TJ, like we talked about during text message, he's missing this year and next year. Yeah. And the Yankees are ultimately in a bad position. And it's unfortunate because there's your built-in excuse for this New York Yankees organization, who realistically a lot of us have been saying like Boone and Cashman should start, going on the wayside. But yet this is going to be a built-in excuse for them to stay, stuff like that. And it's unfortunate. All we could do is hope for the best. But realistically, you and I saw the other day, that wince that happened. And then we had the day off, played yesterday, and now this is an issue. Once again, the Yankees medical staff, manufactures on malpractice, and it just, I don't know. It seems like this shit always continues to happen to us. But the
Yeah.
one thing's for certain, the one thing we do know is this is not Giancarlo Stanton's fault.
Well, we'll talk about that momentarily when we get off live here, because I got something to send you there, sir. But yeah, I got you. And shout out to my man Max, who's in the building. He says we are cursed, boys. I mean, when things couldn't get worse, they could definitely get worse, man. They could get worse. And Susan says it's Volpe's fault, not Stan. Yeah, we could blame Volpe. That's fine. But these channels in the building, what is up? But yeah, man, I mean, it's gonna be, it's gonna be tough, man, without Judge, if he is going to miss some time. Just when you think that things couldn't get worse, especially with the injuries, with the way this team is performing over the last month. Now this Judge news comes out, and it's extremely concerning going into the game 2 of today's game. I don't want to say I was highly optimistic, but I was like, okay, maybe they bounce back. Strowman's going to be on the mound. He's actually looked pretty good as of late. Strowman, in all fairness, he's actually looked pretty good since he came back. Keeps the team in the game, does well against the opposing teams. I don't know how he does against the Phillies. I don't know how the Yankees perform without Judge, because when I saw the lineup come out, I was like, what is this lineup? Why is Judge not playing?
So did you see the lineup before you saw the news? You saw the news before the lineup?
Nah, I saw the lineup first, because the lineup. Okay. I feel like the lineup came out first, and then the news about Judge came out, because there was all these questions like, why isn't Judge playing? Are they punting? Are they punting this game? So then I'm like, okay, well, there's got to be something going on. It can't just, people are trying to say it was like a day off, and I'm like, hey, it can't just be a day off. You know what I mean? Like it cannot be a day off. Like there's something's up, man.
I saw the opposite. I saw the news first, and then I went to look at the lineup. So I was like, heard the news, and then I was like, great, he's not in the lineup. So that's much worse than what it suspects. So we kind of saw it on both ends of the spectrum. So
for sure,
it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like all we can do is hope at the end of the day and cross our fingers that it's not anything major, because if it is major, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't see how this team can overcome this. This team already has a problem with overcoming adversity. I just don't know how this team is going to overcome. First of all, Aaron Judge, best player in the league. No team can overcome losing your best player. Look what happened with the Braves when Acuna Jr. wasn't playing. They struggled. Now, you know what I'm saying? They struggled out the gate. Aaron Judge is our best player. Regardless of how the lineup is constructed or whoever you bring in, it's not replacing Aaron Judge. Now, could we get some excitement for the rest of the season if he is done? Yes, by bringing up Spencer Jones, but it's not going to be the same. Like, if you hear, and we know how the Yankees operate, if we hear in a couple of days, Aaron Judge, the results didn't come back, blah, blah, IL, the corresponding move needs to be immediately Spencer Jones brought up here as at least a distraction to the Yankee fans that the season is over, because like this team is on a free fall. Realistically, like I said, it's a built-in excuse for this Yankees organization to, now that Aaron, because they could just, we didn't have Garrett Cole, we didn't have Giancarlo Stanton. The injury bug will be a built-in excuse to be able to keep these guys going, but ultimately, it's a mess. It really is, bro. We're in trouble. We are in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that's if Judge is going to be out for a while, man. Yeah, it's probably going to be. I mean, they should probably call up Spencer Jones at that point. I'm not, and I'm still going to manage my expectations. I know he's destroying it out down there in AAA, but I'm going to manage my expectations, because from minor leagues to major league, that it changes big time. But in the meantime, I mean, also the Yankees should are hopefully continuing. They're going to continue to make moves that here, hopefully training for players. Hopefully they get something, some valuable players. I mean, they desperately need pitching. I mean, we all know that. Desperately need pitching. If they could get some of their reinforcements coming back, because there's some key names on that on that IL. If they could get some of those guys back and acquire some trades in the at the deadline. Ideally, I'd love for them to go after 3 arms. I think that's super necessary. I think they need to go after 3 arms. I've been saying that. Do they go after 3 arms? I don't know. But then, they're gonna, if this Judge thing is true, man, they're gonna have to get another bat or 2. But I don't see it all happening all at once, man. I just, it's
especially with like
thinking.
5 days left.
With 5 days,
this couldn't happen at the worst time.
Yeah. I mean, now it's just like other teams are seeing that Judge is hurt, so it's like, they're going to use the Yankees as like leverage. As like, okay, now these guys are probably could be in desperate mode. So I don't know. The timing is bad. The timing is bad. It's just it couldn't come at a worse time. This was they're 5.5 games out of the division, out of first place, which now it's like, okay, this is starting to get concerning. The Blue Jays have been red hot. The Phillies are not a team that you take lightly. They're competing. They're in the NL East, trying to be the leaders of the NL East. They're competing there with the Mets, so it's not, they're trying to fight, and they are fighting. They kicked the Yankees' ass last night, big time. It was just embarrassing.
It was close for the most part, though, and then it kind of just broke itself open towards the end.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just the bad play, bad throw from Goldschmidt there, and then it just went downhill from there, man. Because one bad defensive play, it leads to multiple things. I mean, it leads to multiple runs. The bullpen just can't hold it down. But yeah, man, it was just a very embarrassing game. But to kind of focus on, the Ryan McMahon trade. I mean, I know we talked a little bit on Jason's channel. He's going to be wearing number 19, by the way. So I'm sure you read that. So he's wearing number 19 for the Yankees. I know there's mixed reactions from the fans, from a lot of folks when it comes to McMahon. I mean, for me, it's just they have. I mean, McMahon's a solid defensive glove, and he's an immediate upgrade over Peraza or Vivas at third base, which Vivas got sent back down, and Yariel Santos got called back up. So at least there's some. There's a fresh arm coming back, and I mean, Del Santos may not be an exciting name, but what are your thoughts on McMahon's debut, man? It's not, I'm glad he's with the team. Like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna rock number 19 because that's how you started it. I actually thought he was going 26. Not gonna lie, the old DJ LeMahieu number.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been funny. But good to see him in the lineup today. Like I said, you and I talked about it on Jason from 161's channel. And everybody, make sure you subscribe here and hit that like button to NFE. He does great work over here. So hit that like and sub up. 42 people in the building. Let's get it up. But Ryan McMahon is an upgrade instantly, no doubt. Like a guy that, when I actually looked at the advanced stats as far as like off of Baseball Savant, because you can look at to see how many home runs he would have this year in different stadiums, right? He would actually have less home runs in Yankee Stadium this year, but we don't know if the approach would change because a lot of his home runs this year have went to deep left center field, which is our deepest part of the ballpark. But we're going to see him in his debut today. He's going to bring a good glove defensively. He's going to be that third baseman that we've that we've needed so much. We've tried to cover for a long time already, and he's going to be under control for the rest of this year and the next previous 2 years at about $16 million a pop. I think he's an upgrade. Obviously, you can't get any worse than what the situation that we've already had. Vivas got sent down. Peraza looks bad, even though he did get a hit in yesterday's ball game. But it's an immediate upgrade, no doubt, and it should take some pressure off that left side infield defense as well with Anthony Volpe, because he's not going to have to range over as much with guys like Jazz was over there, Vivas was over there, Peraza was over there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that tightens up his defense as well. But I like the move. Am I in love with the move? I wasn't in love with it if it would have included a Jake Bird, like you and I talked about. You and I have talked a lot on your channel, on my channel, as far as we both had interest in Jake Bird. Then I would have said it was a home run. But the Yankees do need to upgrade in the bullpen. That should be the main focus. Like I said, 3 things: third base, bullpen, and maybe another starter. We checked one off the box, and that's all you could ask for with 5 days before the deadline.
Yeah. I mean, Yankees are gonna have to really dig deep, man. They're gonna really have to dig deep, especially if the Aaron Judge news comes back as bad news. You know what I mean? I mean, again, with the elbow thing, I'm always expecting the worst. So
let me ask you something, right? Let me
yeah,
ask you something. With Aaron Judge, all right, let's try to be more on the positive, right? Because
sure.
Tommy John is obviously looming out there. Let's say it's a situation where he just can't field, but he could hit. Because we saw Bryce Harper go through a very similar situation, and then he was ultimately moved to first base.
True.
Judge moving to first base, we can have that conversation later. Like that's a conversation for another day. But let's say in this hypothetical situation, Aaron Judge just can't field for the rest of the year, and he has to become the permanent DH. Now you're in a big logjam because you have Giancarlo Stanton and Ben Rice there. To me, I immediately flip Ben Rice. If we hear before the deadline that Judge just can't field and all he could do is hit, you immediately have to move Ben Rice to Minnesota and maybe bring in Duran, maybe bring in a blockbuster trade like Joe Ryan. Ben Rice will look good in Minnesota. He feels like a Minnesota Twin. And you got to make those moves because you're gonna have two DH spots, Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge. What would you do in that situation if you heard that Judge just can't field?
I mean, if that's the case, I mean, you're not. I mean, you got to play Judge if he's able to play. Can't play the field, but he's got to. Then you got to find a way to put him in the lineup. So him and Stanton would both be platooning the DH spot, really. I mean, it would make all the sense in the world to trade Ben Rice. I mean, I like Ben Rice, but I also like the team more. And if this team is trying to compete, if they're trying to go get a World Series, I mean, this is the time to do it. I know a lot of fans and certain fans, hint hint, would be happy or wouldn't be happy if Ben Rice got traded. I mean, I get it, but sometimes you got to do things that are going to hurt. But if you're going to trade Ben Rice, you got to get something of value back. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to just trade him just to trade him. You got to get something of value back. And obviously there's reports coming out saying that like there's teams looking into Ben Rice. They're looking at Trent Grisham. Apparently some of the prospects like Jesus Rodriguez, Rafael Flores. I mean, teams are looking. It's just a matter of what Cashman is willing to give up and what he wants to get back, because he doesn't want to get fleeced. Which I know. I don't always agree with Cashman's moves, but I also understand why he doesn't do the moves that he does, because teams are always trying to fleece the Yankees. It's a thing. It's the Yankee tax is real. So.
But Cashman has made his fair share of fleecing as well.
Oh, so yeah. In all fairness, he has. How he does it, I don't know. But Cody Bellinger is a prime example of that. But
Devin Williams too.
Devin
Williams too.
Oh, Devin Williams too. Yeah, and a lot of people now are like, now they're just like trying to walk back that Devin Williams trade, but they're like, oh, they should have just kept Caleb Durbin, which I like Durbin, but you had to include him in a package to trade away Nestor Cortez, because to me, in my opinion, Nestor Cortez was not the guy to be in the rotation. So, I mean, I would do that trade every day of the week to get Devin Williams. But anyway, that's besides the point, where I'm kind of going off tangent here. But yeah, but with Cashman though, I don't know what he plans on, what tricks he up his sleeve, what he plans on doing. But hopefully this creates some sort of urgency for him, especially with the Judge news. And real quick, shout out to my man Jason Custodio, the king of the medium well stakes. What is going on, bro? If you guys need,
the AI shit that he made of us was hilarious.
I thought it was funny, dude. And you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't even take it I didn't take offense to it. It was a compliment to me, dude. So
he had you eating that raw steak though. That shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
dude.
bro. Oh yeah. Nah, it was a compliment. So thank you, Custodio. But make sure you guys subscribe to Jason Custodio's channel. He's been doing a lot of live shows lately. Especially if you guys and gals are night owls, he's your man. He goes live after each game. He's up late hours, so that's your boy right there. That's who you need to tune into. So shout out to Custodio. But let's get into tonight's game real quick. I'll pull up the lineup for both teams. Just want to get your thoughts on it. Obviously, I know you saw the lineup, But I got the Phillies lineup there too. If you would like to read the lineup, man, for the Yankees, all yours, my man.
All right. And the lineup for game 2 of this 3-game set, July 26th, 1 o'clock, Yankee Stadium. We have, usually, a little drum roll. Usually I have the New York Yankees going in the background. We got Trent Grisham in center field, followed by Paul Goldschmidt at first base. Cody Bellinger's in right field. Giancarlo Stanton is DHing, followed by Jazz Chisholm at second. Ben Rice is behind the plate. No Wells after the day game after the night game, which, we all kind of assumed that. Volpe's at shortstop. Ryan McMahon making his New York Yankees debut is at third. And Jason Dominguez is in the 9 spot in left field with Marcus Strowman, who's got a 5.64 ERA, is on the bump as the Yankees are looking to tie this series and get the rubber match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, man. Thanks for reading the lineup there, Ace. Thoughts on the lineup? I mean, obviously we know Judge isn't in there, but what are your thoughts on the lineup? Any concerns? Negative, positive? What are you feeling, man?
I would have swapped Volpe and Dominguez.
100%.
I would have swapped Volpe and Dominguez. With Ryan McMahon up, Volpe needs to be that 9-hole guy, like, for the rest of it. Like, it's fine. McMahon, a little bit low in the lineup than what he's used to, but, can definitely add that, a little bit of a good bat at the bottom third of the lineup. I think, first start with New York Yankees. Hopefully the numbers are a lot better than they are in Colorado. But, the only complaint I have in the lineup, obviously, no Aaron Judge. The lineup just doesn't look the same without Judge's name in it, does it?
Yeah, I know, man.
It feels naked without it. But, swap Volpe and Dominguez, and I think we would have been good. But hope, maybe they're trying to get some pop from Volpe because he has been on a little bit of a home run tear this week. Has provided some power, so maybe they're trying to give him some extra ABs. And Dominguez in the 9-hole, once this lineup turns over, Dominguez becomes like a second leadoff guy. So maybe we can get some guys on with Dominguez, Grisham, and Bellinger and Goldschmidt knock them in.
Yeah, Dominguez batting 9th was a surprise. That kind of caught me off guard. I don't know why Goldschmidt's not leading off because they have a lefty on the mound in Ranger Suarez. And I'm actually looking at his baseball savant right now. He's actually pretty decent. I mean, this season, from what it looks like. Yeah, 2.66 ERA. So, the Yankees are I think the Yankees offense is, they're going to have their hands full tonight. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see how this lineup does. I mean, you look at the Yankees lineup, the players are good. You got good players, but how do they perform? That's always the question. But really, the biggest concern is really the defense and the pitching. That's been the biggest concern. Part again with the bullpen, man. The bullpen's been just getting lit up. They've been just getting lit up, and they desperately need to get their these arms back from injuries because there's some good names that are hurt right now, and then they need to go out and get some arms at the deadline. Man, I really wish they would have gone after pursued like Jake Bird or Seth Halverson from the Rockies. But yeah, I mean we'll see how this team does. Obviously the Phillies lineup is pretty much the same. I mean they got some killers in that lineup, man. Schwarber killed the Yankees last night. I mean Harper surprisingly didn't really play well. Turner had a hell of a game last night. Turner had a hell of a game. And then, who's another name in that lineup? I mean, I guess that the first four guys in the Phillies lineup is who I'm looking out for. Yeah. Obviously.
Their middle of the order looks a little bit bare without Alec Boehm, who's dealing with the injury.
Mm-hmm.
Their lineup would be a lot deeper with him, but they got Sosa out there. Yeah, you got to get to the top 4. No doubt. Turner killed us yesterday. Turner had 4 hits yesterday?
Yeah,
Schwarber
he was like
2 bombs.
3 for 4, 4 for 5. Yeah, and then you don't have Castellanos in there. Castellanos is not playing today. So
we'll see what happens. But it puts a lot of pressure on Marcus Strowman, no doubt. We're gonna, especially with our bullpen, dude. You and I both know our bullpen is kind of burned out right now. It kind of stinks right now. So it's like we can't afford. We need another outing like we had from Strowman the other day, where he gives us at least 5, gets us at least into the 6th inning. And then you get those final. And then you got to figure out those final 12 outs. You're good for Devin Williams for 3. Luke Weaver got hammered yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't looked good since being back. It's like, who do you really trust? Tim Hill got used yesterday. Today's a Jonathan Loizaga day. He didn't pitch yesterday, so you know he's going to be pitching today. So it puts a lot of pressure on this Yankee offense and the Yankee bullpen.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I am definitely concerned about today's game. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like I was saying, to be fair to Marcus Stroman, he's actually looked pretty decent in his last few starts. I mean, since he's come back from injury, he hasn't looked too bad. He actually pitched a lot better than I think some of us expected. But how does he do this afternoon against this Phillies lineup? I mean, it's going to be it's going to be a challenge for him, I think. But in terms of like how he does today, I mean, what do you think of for Strowman prediction wise? Like, what do you got?
I like 5 2/3, to be honest with you. He's not a big
5
strikeout guy, so he's more of a pitch to contact guy. 5 2/3, maybe 2 runs given up. The offense does enough to get him out of there with at least the W in line. And then from there, it's a crapshoot with the defense. We just have with not defense, it's a crapshoot with the bullpen. We just have no idea what's going to happen. But we need 5 2/3 from Strowman, in my opinion.
So you need 5. You think he could go 5 2/3?
It depends on how he's locating. Like I said, he doesn't have overpowering stuff with the pitch to contact guy. It depends on 2 things: how good he's locating and how good the defense behind him is. Because you and I both know, like, the defense will get that pitch count higher if they're giving them extra outs. You cannot afford to give extra outs to a Phillies team with a guy like Marcus Stroman on the bump. So you got to play Chris defense, and hopefully McMahon at third maybe solidify some of that infield defense.
Yeah, for sure. And folks in the chat, drop your Marcus Stroman predictions. And while you're doing that, hit that like button, folks. Let's get those likes up. I would greatly appreciate it. So with Strowman, it's funny. Last few times I predicted him going like, short innings, probably like 3-4 innings, but he's been overcoming that. So against this Phillies lineup, I'm actually going to go for him. I think I'm going to go 4 innings just because this Phillies lineup, this Phillies team is really good. I'm going to go 4 innings. I think he'll strike out 5. Walk a couple of guys. I think he'll keep, I think he'll strike out 5, walk 3. And Max says Marcus Stroman, perfect game. Imagine. Yeah. And then Welkin is going 4 2/3, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 4 runs. Yeah. So Max is ideally going 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3 runs allowed. Doran is going 7 innings pitched. So he's got high hopes for Strowman there. Jay Rivera is going 5 innings, 3 runs. Jarrett's going 5 innings. So seems like some folks are going 5 innings. I mean, it seems
we need him to go at least 5.
He needs to go 5, man, especially with this beat up freaking bullpen. He absolutely needs to go 5. Is he going to be able to? I don't know. I just want to pull up his game logs because I just want to look at his last few outings. His last outing against Atlanta, he went 6. And then against Seattle, he went 5. The Mets, he went 5. And then the Athletics, he went 5. So he's been able to go 5 innings. So you might be able to get 5 innings out of him. But it's a Phillies team. So it could be. That's why I said 4 2/3. You got to. So now it makes me wonder if he's able to go 5. If he goes 5, great. I'll be very happy with that. I'll actually be very, very happy with that. So, but Jay Rivera was asking this question to us, man. Why would the Yankees be interested in Donovan and play where? I know he can play the outfield too. I mean, Donovan's a solid bat. He could play good defense too, but it's funny. I was talking with Jason from 161 about this, and shout out to him. He's actually going to be at the game this afternoon, so hopefully the Yankees win with him being there. It's cool that he's going to be there with Ryan McMahon's debut. But yeah, where would you play? Donovan, like that's the question. I mean, I guess you could put him in the outfield. He could play. I mean, he could play second base. Apparently he's played shortstop before, but I wouldn't entertain that idea. Although I'm pretty sure some people would put him at shortstop over Volpe. What are your thoughts?
I mean, we need a guy that's, that has that versatility, that can move all over the place, especially with, like, I hate to keep bringing this up, with the potential Aaron Judge injury. You're going to need somebody that can play in the outfield as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people like Brendan Donovan, what I'm saying? You and I both talked, I'm big on Ahmed Rosario. A guy that can be that Swiss Army knife, that Cabrera, at least for another couple of months, and then you just figure it out from there. Yankees have been linked to IKF, familiar face with that. He can play some outfield because, play almost anywhere in the infield as well. But we're gonna have to wait and see what other moves they make. But my highest priority right now has got to be bullpen, because you and I
Yeah.
have both seen this whole week, dude. Our bullpen has been abysmal. Like, that should be the top priority for the New York Yankees.
Yeah, no, the bullpen needs to. Yeah, the bullpen. That's been my thing. The bullpen needs to be addressed. That's been my number one concern. And Max is asking you to stop harping on Judge. You're hurting his feelings, man.
It's not worse than the Max Coverage curse. So he knows what that is.
Whoa! Wait a
The Garrett Cole curse. He knows what that is.
Oh no! Dang, Max. Ace just did that to you. Oh my God. And Commander Brentford, shout out to you, man. Thanks for tuning in. He says, Blue Jays fan here. I honestly hope Judge isn't out for an extended period. Bad not only for the Yanks, but for baseball. He's well respected up here and likely elsewhere. My best wishes to him. Appreciate the kind words there, man. That is your Blue Jays fan. So shout out to you and the kind words. But yeah, now bullpen, my biggest concern was, during this deadline, I'm like, yo, they need to go after the bullpen. Yes, they do need to go after a third baseman at 100%. I'm not ignoring that, but the bullpen was like the biggest concern for me. So they need to address that sooner rather than later. But we'll see how that pans out. Double plays, bro. What you got for double plays?
For
For
how many
Yankees?
we're gonna hit into, or how many we're gonna get?
How
We're
many
gonna hit
Yankees
into?
gonna hit into? Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to take double plays because this team strikes out a lot. This might be a double-digit strikeout performance going against a guy like Suarez. So I'm gonna say probably two double plays. Two double plays today.
Yeah, folks in the chat, tell us, man. Double plays. What do you got? That's where I'm at. I usually go two. On a rare occasion, I go three, but I either go one or two. But honestly, today I'm going two. I'm gonna go two double plays. Yeah, a couple of Susan saying two. Welkin saying zero because no one gets on base. David Cohen is going 3 to 5. That's wild. One double play. Yeah, I'm going two. I'm gonna go two. So yeah, two double plays. Home run calls. What do you got? So no Judge in the lineup.
I don't know. Maybe Aaron Judge pulls a Willis Reed, comes off the bench and hits a home run. You never know. I'm gonna go Giancarlo Stanton. We need him to step up in a big way. I'm gonna go Giancarlo Stanton, and just for Jason for 161, let's go Ryan McMahon in his Yankee debut.
Let's freaking
right
go.
over the right field, that short right field porch, just for Jason for 161.
Yeah, let's freaking go. And I wonder where Jason's sitting. I wonder if he is sitting out right field. Maybe he'll catch. If he is, he'll catch Ryan McMahon's home run ball. But yeah, you know what, man? I'm going McMahon. Got to go Giancarlo. Do we see another home run by Cody Bellinger? I'm feeling Cody Bellinger. I'm feeling Cody Bellinger because he's been one of the biggest. He's been one of the bright spots, the biggest bright spots in this Yankees lineup. I still am so happy that the Yankees traded for this guy, and it didn't take a lot to get him either. Yeah, very, very happy to have Bellinger. So yeah, I'm going Bellinger, McMahon, Giancarlo. So those are my home run calls. I'll just give you my score prediction real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna say, oh man, I'm gonna say. So yesterday's score was what, 12-5 or 12-6, something like that. 12-5, yeah. So I'm gonna go. I don't know why I'm thinking this. I'm gonna go 11-4. Either team.
Oh man. I actually have the same score as Roy. Even though I don't think the Yankees are winning today. I don't think the Yankees are winning today.
Yeah.
But if they are gonna win, I'm gonna say 7-5, like what Roy said, and Devin Williams shuts it down, locks it down.
Yeah. So you saying 7-5? Oh, same as Roy, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Strowman
Roy.
gives up 2. I think
Uh-huh.
Strowman gives up 2. The bullpen gives up the other 3. The bats come alive just enough in the late stages of the game to give the Yankees a 7-5 lead, and then Devin Williams shuts it down.
No doubt. No doubt. So, okay. I like that score, 7-5. Hopefully that is the score and it's a Yankees victory. I know you're not feeling the win tonight. I'm or this afternoon. I'm not either, honestly. So, um, I'm not feeling the most optimistic right now. So, yeah, well, I guess we'll yeah, Darkwing Duck there, Custodio, DW.
That's what I say. When there's trouble, you call DW.
Yeah, let's get dangerous. But yeah, food wise, man, did you eat this morning? Did you have your breakfast? Did you have
I
your
had
Wheaties?
some I had some leftover pizza from last night. Like one bite of pizza, nothing, I was working on my Fantastic Four review this morning.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm trying to finish up that. I'm trying to get that out by some point today. And I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow after the game for Fantastic Four. So I didn't really go out. I just had some leftover pizza from last night as I was kind of playing Marvel Rivals. So I just had a couple of bites here and there, but I'm not going to say that's food. But yeah,
Yeah, same question I have as Max. Where's the review, man? I'm waiting for the review. So
it's
once
coming
that
soon.
review comes out, based on your review, I'm gonna go watch the movie. It's gonna
That's a
be
lot of
all
pressure.
based on the review. So
All right,
pressure's on you,
I'm gonna
dude.
tell you this. Spoiler alert. Go see it. Must see. One of the best
Okay,
movies in the
spoiler
MCU.
alert,
Go
must
ahead.
see. All right, you know what? I'll take that. I'll still watch the review, but I'm gonna go watch it now since you gave a little spoiler alert. So
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
let's do that. Let's do that. So yeah, I might have to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find some time to go watch the movie. I don't know when, but when I'm not working or something or calling a game.
There you go. It's hard
But
because when are you not working? The Yankees play every day.
yeah, and Doran's I know, right? Doran says I made a sack of mussels and pizza. Interesting. But I just had breakfast this morning because it's like still pretty early where I am.
What'd you have?
Um, eggs with feta, man. Eggs with feta cheese. It's a thing. I love eggs with feta. So that's what I had. It always fills me up. A couple of slices of like just thin sliced bread. I'm good, man. Lou had
No,
some
no,
McDonald's.
no medium rare steaks in the morning. No steak and eggs in the morning.
Nah. Steak is a dinner thing for me, man.
Oh,
I
you've
love
never
steak.
had steak with eggs and for
I
breakfast? You
have,
should try it.
I
Oh,
have.
okay.
Don't get me wrong, I have. It's
Hmm.
just I just like steaks for either lunch or dinner. It's just what my preference. I've had steak and eggs though. I've definitely had
Okay.
steak and eggs, but I'm a steaks and feta guy, man. I love my feta cheese. I don't know if you've ever had feta cheese.
Of course. Hmm.
The tummy is rumbling. Nah, my stomach is good, bro. My stomach is good. um, nah, I love eggs
What are
with
you doing
feta.
for dinner? What are you doing for dinner though? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea, man. It's like hours away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially where you're at. You're 3 hours behind. 2.
I'm 2 hours behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
2 hours behind you.
Oh,
So
so it's not even lunchtime over there. So
nah, not yet. Not yet, dude. It's almost 11 o'clock here, which game's gonna start in about 20 minutes. So I know you're calling the game. You
yeah, I got
know.
to get going. I'm about to actually pop on live a little bit early just to get the people because I know they're gonna want to talk about the Aaron Judge situation. So just how it is. We're a venting space for people at the end of the day, and that's what's one of the best parts about being content creators is we're able to give you guys a safe space for you guys to feel like whatever emotion you want to feel. You want to feel upset. You want to feel happy. You know what I'm saying? Sad. You know what I'm saying? We're all in this shit together, man. We really are, and we ain't going nowhere. So we're here.
Yeah, nah, I root for this team. I'm not a fair weather fan. Whether this team is the worst team in baseball, the best, or middle of the road, I'm still a fan. I mean, you gotta. I mean, as much as it sucks to root, to try and root for a team that is not playing well, you got to be a fan. You got to stick. You got to stick through it. Unfortunately, I mean that's the hard part. And Ace is in my living room right now.
Yeah, I forgot I had this background here. I should have put it on at the beginning.
Can you get a custodial on the couch real quick with a medium
Oh
well?
no, I don't have that one, but I'll make that next. I have this one right here.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, this is in his spot though. This is his place.
Yeah, and shout out to the folks in the chat, man. We got a lot of people in the building, guys. Let's get those likes up, And then let's also, if you're, I know a lot of you are already subscribed, but again, if you're not, please go check out my guy Ace, man, from the Ace Avenue. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll drop the link here real quick so if folks can subscribe to your channel if they're not subscribed already. But
Appreciate that.
yeah, anytime, dude, anytime, and yeah, let me get that going here. But yeah, so overall for the game, not feeling the most optimistic. I'm assuming.
It's just this team hasn't really. I'm as real as possible, man. This team hasn't really given you anything to be optimistic as of late, because they just keep plummeting and plummeting. Like, and then this Aaron Judge injury is just like we've seen this New York Yankees team they have trouble overcoming adversity. This is as adversity as adversity gets with Aaron Judge not playing. Hopefully, maybe we get some good news and that'll spark this team with Aaron Judge. Maybe they'll say, hey, it's nothing. He's just day to day. We're going to take it a couple days at a time. But this week is going to be tough, man, especially with Tampa Bay coming up. You can't afford to keep dropping games, especially with Tampa. I believe Tampa's half a game out of that last wild card spot. We're 2 games up, I believe. A bad week, we might find ourselves out of the playoffs. It's as simple as that. Like if we lose this series, dare I say, get swept because we have Strowman on the bump tomorrow and then Cam on the bump on tomorrow.
Well, Strowman's on the bump today.
Yeah, Strowman today. That's what I meant to say.
And tomorrow it's going to be
Cam, right?
Yeah, because Cam pitched on Wednesday, right?
It should be Cam because Rodon and Fried. No. It's gonna be Rodon because didn't Cam pitch and then
it could be Carlos Rodon.
Fried.
Yeah, I had the probables. Okay. I could pull up the Yankees probables, but I had to pull up this comment from real quick from Old Sarge because he always comes out with funny predictions. Dude's hilarious. And he says McMahon overwhelmed by cookie cupcake assortment in the clubhouse. Judge's arm overwhelms MRI machine all by itself. Boone blows out his elbow riding lineups.
Either that or patting guys on the back for doing so well. Boone throws his arm out doing that. Like, hey, good job. You're the best shortstop in the league. Everybody's so good defensively. High fives. Like, okay. So,
yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
Ladies and gentlemen, man. Aaron Boone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Carlos Rodon is actually on the mound tomorrow. He'll be pitching against Zach Wheeler. So that'll be your pitcher's matchup there.
That's a great pitching matchup.
It is.
Like, I don't know if you're a betting man or if anybody's a betting person out there, but that's one of those games you take that tie outcome I'll be telling people about because tomorrow's game is going to be low scoring.
I mean, I hope for the Yankees' sake it is. You just better hope.
Little surprise not on Sunday Night Baseball, though. I'm not going to lie. 1:35 start time is great because we get the rest of the evening to ourselves. But these 2 big market franchises, I'm surprised they didn't put on Sunday night. Who's playing on Sunday night tomorrow?
Sunday Night Baseball. Let's see. I'm curious too because I mean it's Phillies and Yankees, right? So it's like you would think.
Mets and Giants tomorrow.
Mets and Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it now. Mets and Giants. Okay. I mean, I get it. I guess.
Is Arson still available?
Yeah, he's definitely available. Custodio. I would love for the Yankees to go after Arson Judge. So hopefully John Heyman is not watching this and he blocks both of us on X. But yeah, we'll see. But I am going to wrap it up here, folks. I know Ace is going to go live, and I'm about to go live in about 10 minutes. But Ace, appreciate you jumping on, man. I know you reached out. I saw the bat signal. I was just like, all right, time to send the link to Ace and have him jump on because I know he's got some things to say. He's got some comments. So, yeah, always appreciate having you on, bro. But shout out to the Ace Avenue. I am gonna shut things down here. I do appreciate everybody tuning in to the pregame. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way out. If you're watching this on a rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this for the first time, make sure you guys subscribe to the Ace Avenue. And go check out all the other content creators. Jason Custodio, Jason from 161, Max. I know I saw my boy Jesse Rasco in the building. If you guys are wrestling fans, him and his boy Combat Jones, they do wrestling content. So over there at Ringside Renaissance. So they're cool cats. But everybody, I'll see you all here in about 10 minutes. Thank you all very much again. Let's go Yankees, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.